And already we're at like 53 degrees.
Maggie
We're going to find out, won't we?
Where in the world is Maggie McDaniel?
If you look hard enough, yeah.
We're so thrilled because now, if you remember, we went as we introduced this was to keep up with you as you were here, there, and everywhere, and that's been fabulous because we've gotten back to that. So about half the time you're somewhere else, and half the time you're here. We went through that couple of years where there was no travel. And so it was always in here, but it was still interesting. I like it when we kind of go back. I wouldn't want you going all the time. We like to have you in the studio.
Yeah, no, it's nice.
And, like going
unfortunately,
back and forth.
some of our trips to the Holy Land have been canceled, which, happy Easter to all of our Orthodox friends.
Tell us about that, because we often forget about the other long.
Yeah, and actually it's kind of unusual. I mean, this is a very long span between the two rites that of the Easter's separated, but no, they had their Holy Week last week. And Good Friday, the services were in the Holy Sepulchre, just like the Catholics do it, and Easter and everything. So all the locals were there gathered celebrating Easter. So, yeah.
Now
He is risen. Hallelujah.
And if you ever think about the advantages of being, Father Mitch Pacwa celebrates in both rites, so he's bi-ritual. So I'm like, there's some advantages there. You could kind of go back and forth depending on what liturgical season.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So now for Easter for them, yesterday, and then Ascension for us.
Yeah, right.
Technically on Thursday, but it was celebrated on Sunday.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're still in the Easter season. We got Pentecost coming up in another week after that, whatnot. But no, so it's great to kind of spread all this out and just keep that joy and hope alive for everybody. Yeah. But can I add one thing to Tim's this day in history?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I believe it was 1527, May 6th, when many of the Swiss Guard were killed protecting the Pope. So this is the traditional day when new members are sworn in. So today in Rome, they'll be sworn in. So just a little tidbit for that.
People forget that they have an actual job.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's serious.
It's very serious.
They make great sacrifices to do it.
They do. And, they have to be Swiss, single male, faithful Catholic. They have to, I believe it's a minimum of 2 years or 26 months, something like that. They can stay longer. They can't be married when they start. They can get married, I think, after so many years if they continue their service, and they do. And so there are some families there. But, many of them gave their lives throughout the centuries. And then again, with the assassination attempt of John Paul II, it really increased more what their job. And, a lot of people think it's ceremonial.
Right.
Oh, no, they train very well in modern weaponry and security and whatnot. So they're very, very highly trained soldiers.
Yeah, and it should give us some confidence that these well-trained military people who are absolutely faithful, I mean, they are there because of their love of the faith, their love of the Holy Father, and they protect them with their lives.
Right, and part of their ooth is, I will, sacrifice my life for.
Now it's good for me to know, because I knew that they were single men. I didn't know that they could marry while they were still in service.
They could, yes, and they do have some families there. They have their own chapel back inside the Vatican. Where they'll have baptisms and weddings, and their children will receive the sacraments just like anybody else. Because some of them, when they get married or whatever, they may serve some years and then decide to leave. But if they want to stay on and they're accepted to stay on, there's families back there in the area. So it's really kind of beautiful.
Can we do a history? Why Swiss? Why is it the Swiss Guard? Do you know?
I'd have to do a little more research on that, but I think they've always been kind of neutral. With the fight, so I think they were kind of the ones who were protecting the church, being neutral against the other countries and the kingdoms and whatnot.
So the new class is 34 cadets.
Oh, wow.
That are coming through, and just to see, I mean, you see that colorful uniform, but underneath that you've got like armor. So
absolutely.
They're very well protected, but the new guards raise their right hands during the ceremony. They have 3 fingers extended, representing the Holy Trinity. And they proclaim their oath, I swear I will faithfully, loyally, and honorably serve the Supreme Pontiff and his legitimate successors, and I dedicate myself to them with all my strength. I assume this same commitment with regard to the Sacred College of Cardinals whenever the Apostolic See is vacant. Yeah. It's a big day.
It is a huge day, yes.
But that's interesting. Their fidelity is to the Cardinals when the seat is vacant.
Yes.
But their actual oath is to the Holy Father.
Yes, it is.
Himself,
yes. Yes, it is. Yeah,
beautiful.
no, it is. It is great.
Absolutely
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah.
And wonderful to see them when you're over there. I mean, look,
Oh, yeah, it is. It's fun.
I love the traditions of the Swiss Guard, even if we might not be as familiar with their military training and all that.
Right.
Just their presence there is uplifting. And
Yeah.
gotta
So
love
don't
it.
laugh at their uniforms because they are carrying
that's right,
weapons.
that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not in their face, at least. And I think the uniforms are beautiful and lovely. And I hope they don't change them, you know? I mean,
I don't think they will.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
haven't so far
Do
after all
not
this
poke
time.
the Swiss Guard. So you're going to Italy before too long?
Yeah. Like tomorrow?
Oh, yeah.
But you
Less
got,
than 24
you got
hours?
some pilgrimages coming up.
Yeah, we do in October, November. So anybody who's interested, you want to go see those Swiss Guards, you want to, visit St. Francis and St. Clair and Assisi, St. Benedict and Scholastica and Norcia, Padre Pio. And then also we still have a few spots, not many, for Poland in September.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
and that's huge. You got the Divine
Yeah.
Mercy, you got Our Lady of Czestochowa, of course, John Paul II, Auschwitz. History there, Maximilian Kolbe, we'll see his cell. The history in Poland is phenomenal.
Don't you love that about pilgrimage? One is one thing, and another is another. Going to Poland is not going to the Vatican. But going
No.
to the Vatican is not going to Poland.
No,
Right,
and
yeah.
they both, I mean, that's what's so beautiful about faith. It's worldwide, and
Yeah.
saints come from all over. And, we need to go see where our faith has, the seeds were sown and where it's been brought up.
And make provision to go from this place to that over different periods of time. But again, going to the Holy Land is not going to the Vatican or going to
No,
Poland.
no.
But there's such a richness in each place. You want to experience them all.
Yes, absolutely.
love
So,
it.
yeah, go to our website, CatholicFaithJourneys.com. We'd love to have you join us.
There you go.
All right.
Just make that commitment. Sign me up. It'll
Yeah.
change your life. Thank you, Maggie.
All right. God bless, guys.
Sign me up, Maggie. It's like beam me up, Scotty.
We'll be right back here on Morning Offering.
Wake up with more